Hits for the pound.
Yeah, this is how we do it in the Central Colors, man. We got 40 ounces, Old English, rag tops, 6'4" Impalas, and bikini girls, man. This is how we do it on the West Coast. San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles. But don't forget about the Central Cali, man. Please don't forget about the Central Cali. Yeah, get 'em.
It's another sunny day in the state of California. Low rider palm trees and G's that put it on ya. This ain't a negative, we speaking ebonics. Rank talk, candy paint on D's with hydraulics. Baseball hat with the sticker on the brim. Don't let the sun blind your sight, cause things can get grim. But I'm not here to talk about banana clips and guns. We're going back to Cali and we're gonna have some fun. A West Coast domination.
And welcome back to Two-Face Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Fred Tula, out here in Monterey County, also known to the world as the Salad Bowl, also known as the Salinas Valley. To the people in LA, we are north. To the people in San Francisco, we are south. Right smack in the middle, best of both worlds. Don't forget about the Central Cali. Anyway, folks, today we are going to talk about new relationships. You know what? Being that at first, everything, people say, when you buy a car, right? Or you buy a house, or you buy whatever, something brand new. Everybody's, that's nice, or you paint your house or whatever, or you get a paint job, that's a nice color. What color is that, In the situation of a car, sometimes it just becomes a burden of a car payment later on down the line, right? And just becomes a regular car, just whatever. It all tends to fade away after a while, The appreciation that you had at first for that vehicle, for that house, for that paint job, for that outfit, whatever the case is, for that gift at Christmas time or whatever the situation, it tends to diminish a little bit. Hence, going on a different limb here, guys, bear with me, hence, a lot of the stuff today, like say in the example of the Melendez brothers, and I don't mean to get dark here, but I'm just saying, we live now in a time where everybody kind of, their crime is a little bit more diminished. They're looked at more as a celebrity status, if you will. I digress. Back on point to what I'm getting at. So, relationship at first, it's everything's new, everything's nice, everything, so on and so forth, right? But as time goes on, it starts to diminish. The unfortunate, you no longer sit with that person, watch a movie, be hugged up with that person. The meaning it means when that person reaches out to you, so on and so forth. You guys know what I'm saying. But I think the important thing is to really to keep those things alive, for that matter. That to me, that's the important thing, to keep those things alive. To pick out, get to know each other really well, what that person likes, what that person doesn't like, vice versa, so on and so forth. Having an understanding of what things are, of what you expect from that person, what that person should expect of you, your flaws, if you're, if both of you suffer from procrastination sometimes in certain things, if you understand that person, lags to do a certain thing, to get ready to go or be somewhere on time, so on and so forth, The big question is, are you ready to deal with it? And don't say, oh, no, that's cool, and then later on the road, you complain about it. Or, hey, I like the way you speak your mind, and then later on in the road, I'm sick and tired of your mouth there, because, you got it, all of a sudden they're wrong. I think it's, it should be taken in and really taken in wholeheartedly and say, okay, look, this is what I'm committing. This is what I signed up for. This is what I'm committing myself to, in that sense, right? But everybody says, "Oh, well, things change. Things change." Yeah, okay, yeah, they do. But it's changed for the better. I think again, keeping those things alive, not just in your mind and everything. I mean, all the way around with whether it's in, whenever you go out, hence in the bedroom. A lot of people focus on that part, but there's more to it that makes the bedroom part even better. But that's a whole. That's not my channel here, guys. You need to go somewhere else for that. But anyhow, I'm no Dr. Ruth or Dr. Phil here. I'm just giving an opinion from Two Face Entertainment, right? Hey, that's what it is. But anyhow, guys, that's just all I'm saying. It just try to keep those things alive and be able to say, hey, you know what, man? The number one key thing too that I've learned also is when somebody's speaking. Oftentimes they're speaking and they're not even done with what they're saying, and in your mind you're taking one thing you didn't like and you already think of the reply to that. The important thing, and I'm working on it. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect. Oh yeah, I do this and that. But the key thing is to shut up, listen, excuse me, listen, and let that person finish speaking. But really listen to where they're coming from. It's a lot easier said than done. But it is possible. So that's one thing I'm personally working on. As soon as the disrespect comes, even if it's in a playful way, if there's all of a sudden a bad mood, or you go to the store with that person and that person yelled at you in the supermarket, or says something to you, or you're on the phone with a friend and they talk to you like you're some little kid and say, get off the phone, because like it's your mom or your dad yelling at you on because you're on the phone. Those are red flags. Those are red flags. Those are situations where you got to put excuse me, really put a stop to. And again, I'm being rather a little vague in a sense, but I think it also it depends on the situation. So yeah, don't butcher me here for that. Don't discredit everything. It depends on the situation. But then again, love is a strong word. Love is and a strong feeling. To really love somebody, you accept them for their flaws, for their way of thinking, for whatever the case may be. You don't see them as the overall perfect, or they can never do no wrong kind of thing. You simply excuse me, accept it and deal with it, accordingly. Not in a disrespectful way, not in a way where you're gonna be, arguing because of an argument, or you're trying to change that person. You want that person to change. It's not going to happen. You gotta accept that person for how they are and who they are. But again, it's something you sign up for, something you commit to. Sometimes being in past relationships could make both the male and female scorned. Right? You can hold little, PTSD, if you will. Gets you into panic modes and stuff like that, right? But the number one key thing, in my opinion, is never compare. Oh, you see, you're just like my ex, or you're just like, if you're going to name the person, or all women are alike. That's being bitter. there was a time where I said to myself, you know what, man, if once this is over, if this is over, if this ends or whatever, I don't want nothing with anybody. This is just, I don't want this smoke no more. Like, it's done. Looking back at it, that's a sad place to be mentally. That's a very sad place to be at. That's me putting everybody in one box. It's not the world's fault if there's one person who's damaged. And then it's like, well, you caused that damage, so on and so forth. Whatever the situation is, if that person's trying to work it out with you, in a sense, that's an apology. But if that person doesn't want to accept that apology and tries to move on, or whatever the situation is, then that's just the way the cookie crumbles, in a sense, right? There's not much you can do about it. You can't change somebody. You have to let it go. But also being in a new relationship, I think makes both the male and female a much better person. A much better person. Not in all cases. I've known a narcissistic person who just continues to be the same thing, no matter what, But anyway, that's how they function. But anyhow, that's beside the point. For the most part, I would like to think that in the perfect world of Fred Segura, that it makes that female a better spouse, better girlfriend, better wife, and it makes the man the same, a much better person, a better husband, better boyfriend, so on and so forth. Learn to appreciate the smaller things. Don't worry about what you don't have. Worry about what you do have. I mean, appreciate what you do have. Don't worry about what you don't have or what you can't obtain at the moment. Life is too short to worry about the financial, in a sense, unless you're really going through it. But I'm saying, as long as you got a roof over your head, food on the table, and your bills are paid, and you got a little money to do whatever, or sometimes you don't. Let's be real about it. That's a real life. This is in fact social media, but it's not social media. This is a reality thing. Then you appreciate the small things, because at the end of the day, it's pretty much like like Christmas time and stuff like that. The way I view Christmas time, everybody says, "Oh, what'd you get for Christmas? What'd you get for Christmas? Oh, I got this and that." Everybody's all excited about what they're getting for Christmas. If you took a picture of my family, or of all of us at the time, that were around, and we took a picture, anybody that have seen Back to the Future? A lot of people in that picture, a lot of people will start fading away. Me, I like more the time with family, because that's a true gift that at some point it will stop giving, because it will no longer be around. Appreciate the people around you. Some people don't understand that part, and I get it, and that's fine. Sometimes it's not for everybody. Sometimes we all learn. Sometimes we don't learn. Sometimes, hey, you know what? People have different things, different opinions. I respect it. For me, it's about family and appreciating those around me, because those are fun and great memories. We look back on and we wish those people were still here. That part, unlike the materialistic thing, that unconditional love does not diminish. It keeps going forever. With that, this is Two Face Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Fred Segura, signing out.
to shake the fist, suckers pitching me rolling. Why you so mad? Why you so serious? You're in my rear view like the slow and delirious. Keep on mashing, getting plenty action. The home of the G's and pimps, I love it with a passion. Throw it up, it's California, where the sun lays to rest like every day. The home of the color rack, swap meets and bangers. Chuck Taylor's Lolos and them real dope slangers. This is reality, it's where I stay. Along the Pacific in the state of CA. Golden State, from Frisco to Compton and back to Central Cali where the party keeps rocking. It's a California state of mind, and you can't be mad, that's just how we ride. Golden State.
But it's really for me. I'm not saying that I'm greedy, but hip-hop is needy, so what the hell do you expect from me? It's the passion, I finally understand it. I'm hiding in the trees like a male praying mantis, searching for my prey. God, please come and bless me, help relieve my stress so I don't worry about death. Never said I was leaving, but dreaming on like Steven. Fallen angel, I'm Zeppelin, not ready for heaven. So please tell me, is there another way? So I can look up in the sky and say thank you for these better days.
1, 2, Vegas coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your doors. 5, 6, hip hop with a twist. 7, 8, please don't hate. 1, 2, Vegas